Yes, yes, people. Welcome to Fozi TV. I hope you can hear me. I don't want to go through that audio crap again, if you know what I mean, but I'm sure you can hear me now and all that stuff. Please do me a favor, people. Hit the like button, subscribe, and all that stuff. We're going to be talking about the Premier League, of course. Arne Slot's had an interview, obviously, press conference. What can I say, man? I haven't seen it. So I might end up for the first time in a long time, watch it again and see what he's saying, if he's improved in any way. And we'll discuss the fixtures, in it. It's going to start tonight, the Premier League, I think, and obviously tomorrow. I don't know if there's anything after that, but we'll check it out as we go along, if you know what I mean. I might do a live watch along later on, probably. I'm going to be on Fam Zone TV after this at 4 o'clock. If you guys want to join us, please go down there and support the brothers' channels and subscribe to them as well. Guys, like, what can I say? What can I say, man? Well, I'm off today, so got all the time in the world to chat to you guys, obviously in the chat and all that stuff. I'm hurt, man. I'm really, really hurt. I can't, watch games anymore with the confidence of winning them. That's what I'm talking about Liverpool at the moment. It's scary to watch Liverpool. Sunderland is not going to be easy. It's going to be a tough, tough, tough game. Big up MK. Big up Jason, of course. Thank you, guys. Yeah, it's going to be a tough game, man. Don't expect us to go down there and beat a team that's undefeated at home this season. Things ain't getting any better, man. Things are getting worse, people. Things are getting worse, and I can't just sit here and say things that you don't want to hear, guys. You know what I mean? But it has to be said, man. Champions League football is not coming to Anfield next season, and I don't know when we're gonna come back to what we was, last year and the seasons before, because we've got ourselves in such a good position. Even when we don't really challenge for titles, we look good. Do you get what I'm saying, guys? Like, remember, like we went through years of competing, but that's about it, really. We didn't really come back another season and won a Premier League, won a Champions League, won a cup here and there. We wasn't really doing things like that in the past. I'm talking about the struggles before Jurgen. I'm looking at it now. The more I'm looking at it, the more people defend things, the more our ownership just don't react to things. It's just gonna get worse. I honestly don't see any light at the end of this tunnel, man. I'm telling you guys, I'm not even joking anymore. Forget about the jokes and all that stuff. I've been serious in the last streams, man. I've been here before, and I keep saying that. I know. I see the same direction with this stuff we're doing, man. What I saw in that Man City game the other day, guys, is players just ball watching. Players not sprinting back. I watch Man City players sprint back, put their bodies on the line, making sure no shots are going to be happening towards their goal. Make sure you're protecting Donnarumma. We don't protect Alisson anymore. We don't really do much anymore. It's sad to watch, man. And it's getting worse. And we don't want to stop this for some reason. We just want this to continue. What kind of, leadership, ownership lets this happen and you're not stopping it before it spreads? I saw 3 players looking at the ball the other day, and the ball was placed past them and nobody was tracking back. Do you remember with Jurgen, guys, the positional sense we used to have? We used to put ourselves in a position where it's difficult to pass through. But when you're watching us now, off the ball, on the ball, passing, it's just non-existent. We don't even do passes for us to be in a better position because teams wouldn't allow us to do that. But we allow teams to do that to us. Things we're doing right now, you wouldn't dare do in the Jurgen era. He will take you out. We won't see you for a while. It's sad to see, man. It's really, really sad to see. But I don't know what more I can say to you guys. Like, there's people still out there living on hope, telling you guys we still got a chance of the Champions League spot. Yes, there's a slight chance, but the way we're playing doesn't look like we're going to get there. And the more you watch Liverpool, the worse it gets. We're forgetting, guys, Let me say something to you guys. We're forgetting, We've had bad results against the bottom half recently. Now we're playing the better teams. And you think if we're dropping points to the smaller teams, we're going to play better against the bigger teams? The players are struggling to run around against the smaller teams. Imagine playing against the bigger teams when they're running and passing and moving and and we're watching the ball every single time they're attacking. It's madness, man. It's unacceptable in any profession, this performance that's happening at a big club like Liverpool Football Club. You would not see that at any other big clubs. Arne Slot is lucky. Let me just put it that way. A lot of people at that football club are very lucky because our football club is a forgiving place. I mean, it's a place where you could do whatever you want, you'll get the support. That's how it is. It's no longer if you give us 100% and we'll support you. It's now what Liverpool's become is just do whatever you want, we'll still support you. Because no one like clued on person can tell me this is okay what we're seeing. There's no one. There is no one that can tell me that. I'm sorry, guys. I'm being serious. There is no one that can tell me in all reality what we're seeing, it's okay. As I said many times, you wouldn't accept this kind of behavior at your business in real life if you had a business. But you're willing to accept it when it's Liverpool Football Club. What kind of a fan are you, man? I mean, like, do you actually love Liverpool? I don't think people love Liverpool because they're accepting this bullshit that we're watching. In all walks of life, you wouldn't accept this. But for some reason, you call yourself a Liverpool fan and you're okay with things like this? And you're telling me you love Liverpool Football Club? Are you really a supporter? What are you, really? Are you a rival fan that's pretending to be a Liverpool fan that's accepting this? I don't know, guys. I'm just coming with a calmer mood today because I'm just tired of work. You know what I mean? I've finished work. I've got my little break. But I just watched that Man City game again last night. I've never seen so many players just walk around the pitch and just focus on the ball. Just look at the goals, guys. Forget about, the third one that was disallowed and all that stuff. The 2 goals before that. Players, senior players are watching the football now. Instead of like positioning themselves in a place where when things go wrong, you're there to retrieve the ball. There's no positional sense. There's no awareness, of the players around you. There's no fight anymore. Our head coach makes some ridiculous substitutions when you're leading. Like, what is going on? What are we doing here? Let me get to the chat, man. I'm only here for an hour anyway. Let me just get to that. I don't get it, really. I don't get what kind of a fan base we have anymore, man. Right? This is a big institution, man. This is the biggest club in England. And we're just sitting back and letting this happen. Like, what is this, man? What is this? Please like, share, subscribe. Big up, Jason. What are you saying, my brother? Can we beat Sunderland? Most probably we can, but Sunderland are undefeated at home this season and they gave games to every other big teams, bro. So undefeated says a lot. Nope, LOL. I don't think we will be. I don't think they will beat. Sorry, I don't think they will bet the house on UCL and get beat by an EPL team in the final. And MK, you're killing me, Mel. What a yo-yo from last year. I know, bro. It's beyond belief in what you see. Like, we were champions last season to this, man, and then we're making every excuse not to do what we're supposed to do on the pitch. It's madness, man. It's madness. Big up, my guy, Touchline. What are you saying, bro? Big up, my guy. Big up, big up, big up. Yeah, I'm just seeing you the comments. G-Man, big up, my guy. What are you saying? Big up, Amrish. What's going on, bro? Big up, Fozi. We should stand and support each other in these dark days. We have to put the narrative out through. So, narrative, how do you say that? I say narrative out, bro. Slot out now. Sorry, it's small on this damn screen. I'm going to Oh, my eyes are just mad. Yeah, I agree with you, bro. I'm not gonna be here calling out anyone anymore. I felt bad yesterday what I did when I said about other YouTubers and all that stuff. They'll come in lane, stay in your lane where you just accepted this mediocre shit that's happening at our football club, if you know what I mean. I honestly think Arne Slot has destroyed Liverpool. I know you guys don't believe me. I think the longer it continues, the more the disease is going to spread at the football club, and it's going to be impossible for Liverpool Football Club to come out of this as well, like Man United are experiencing now. When you're talking to Man United and they're laughing at you, and looking down on you by 5 points, there's something wrong at our football club. I don't think there's anything that's right at Liverpool Football Club, but for some reason people just say things are going to turn around. Some people are saying, I don't see anything, man. We've been waiting for how many months now, guys? Like, we've only had one win this year, and you're telling me we're going to turn it around? Wow, it's crazy, man. It's absolutely madness, man. Big up, Dan. What you say, my guy? Please like, share, and subscribe, guys. I'm on the road to 5,000, man. Let's try our best, innit? That's all we can do. Change team to Everton, bro. LOL, big up. Oh, come on, bro. I'm not even gonna change my team to that blue noses. Hell no. Big up, John Conway, as always, my guy. We're saying laughter is our only. Yes, it is, man. Painkiller now, 100%, bro. Like when you just watch Liverpool now, nothing surprises you anymore. You just expect either anything to happen. That's how it is now. Like, I remember, like, we just sit there before the game starts. We know we're gonna win the game and all that stuff. Now, anything's gonna happen, man. More tragedy than actually, in a sense of results than something good happening at Liverpool. Let's just put it that way. We're losing today. Stadium of Dark. We play. I thought we were playing tomorrow. That's how bad I am. I don't even know when we're playing. I thought we was playing tomorrow. Yeah, we are playing tomorrow. Whew, you scared me there, man. I thought I was losing the plot. Yeah, we're playing tomorrow, bro. Let's see what this bald fraud is saying, innit? Let's see what he's saying, because I haven't heard anything from him yet. So let's see what he's saying. Maybe he's saying something sensible. It's hard to say, but yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Arne Slot saying something sensible. Goodness gracious me. Has the world stopped? Nah. So we have to wait and see. Let's see what this ball fraud is saying.
No, Dominic, obviously. I just wonder how you feel now about the circumstances around his suspension, and is Joe Gomez ready to come in, or is it a straight choice maybe between Curtis and Endo at right back?
No, my feelings haven't changed. The moment I saw he got the red card, I was disappointed not to have him against Sunderland. But on the other hand, I think the referee did what he had to do. And that's not what we like if we love football, but it's the rule book, and referees are there to follow the rule book. Joe has not trained with us yet. I'm expecting him to train with us today for the first time. So that's part of your question, and indeed we are. If Joe is not ready to start, then we are missing 4 players that have played on that position. And
funny how he speaks about players and all that stuff, and this is a big up TW, my brother. Yes, G-Man, what are you saying? Time for this prick to go? Yeah, 100%. Funny how Arne Slot talks about certain things, innit? When he first arrived at Liverpool Football Club, he said he wants to work with a small squad. Now he's got a small squad, he's struggling, and he's complaining about it. Like, make that make sense, guys. You are good with small squad, but now you're saying, we're struggling for, players. And then you're playing your most influential midfielder this season at right back. Gets sent off. He's going to be out for a couple of games. So who are you going to play at right back right now? Ramsey? Oh, he's a right back, isn't he? Then you might play Ramsey there. So, but you could have played Ramsey against Man City and pushed Szoboszlai forward to make the ball stick up there more, if you know what I mean. But I don't know football. It's tough to say things like that. You've taken the most influential player this season that could have given us more going forward, and holding up the ball there, maybe taking shots from outside, maybe passing to a player to score, maybe things like that. it doesn't need a rocket scientist to actually tell you things like this. A manager should know things like this. And unfortunately, we've got a head coach that hasn't got a clue what he's doing, as always. And I'm sticking by that. When people call me out in regards to, what I said about him, like that tactics ain't all there, man. Sometimes the players decide for themselves to do individual brilliance, as we heard from this guy say that before. It's a mess, man, and it's never going to change. Let's just be honest there, right? It's insane what we're watching. Insanity what we're watching. It's like when you repeat the same thing and expecting a different result. People are talking about 3 at the back. People are talking about, pack the midfield. Nothing's going to work. This thing that's happened, is impossible to get out with this coach. It's so bad, he needs to be sacked in order for us to get back to some sort of normality. That's how bad this situation we're at is in. He could stay here for another 5 seasons. Things are not going to change because he destroyed the whole season. He destroyed the whole of Liverpool system. We no longer play the Jurgen way. We no longer play the gegenpressing. We no longer play players giving us, heart and grit. He's taken all of that out of the players, man. And I showed you yesterday, guys, when I showed you that formation we set out when we was defending the penalty goal. 3 players were staring at one player. Not one player noticed a player is running behind them and towards the box, which when the pass was made, Nunes was inside the box alone. Alisson panicked, came out, and obviously took him out for the penalty. Nobody's asking that question. I see a lot of footballing experts on YouTube and all around Twitter and all these other social medias talking about it, but nobody even spotted that. Nobody asked the questions, why are teams always getting behind us? Are we not running? Are we in a system that we're supposed to be doing things like this? Or is it just free-for-all kind of play that we play, which is the truth? I don't think there's any tactical know-how on that pitch when I'm watching Liverpool. When I see 3 players looking at one player, when I see a player taking up a position to get the pass before the pass that goes into the back of our net, if you know what I mean. So what happens sometimes when oppositions have the ball at the back? One of the players in midfield takes up a position where our players are not watching because they're watching the ball first of all. This is the issue that we're having this season. We're just watching the ball now. We're no longer watching players run in certain areas. If you look at the Sunderland game, obviously previous to this one that's coming up tomorrow, you will see it. Go back and watch that game. Look at the positions these players take up to get the pass, to get them out of the trouble they are in, and they go and counter-attack, and they go and score a goal or create a chance to score a goal. There's always players positioning themselves behind our midfield in areas where they could get the ball just like that, like Soboslai does, just like that, which leads to an attack. They turn around, takes the pressure off the defense, and they go towards our goal. They either score or create a chance or, give problems to our defense. It's always happening, guys. It's been happening the whole season, but nobody talks about it. People talk about the donut, people talk about this, talk about that, but they don't talk about when players in the opposition, when they have the ball at the back, they take up an area where they can get out of trouble. It's been happening all season, guys. Go and watch the Man City game again. Look at the areas they go on to. This is why our main players are taken out of the game, because they double up on certain areas where versus, Ekitike, the important players and Salah. And then all of a sudden they turned it into transition, which is attacking us in the other half. It's always happening, guys, man. Because of not only what the opposition does, is what we do as a football club as well. We don't do tactics that accommodate the opposition. We don't. We only play our way. And then this is why Arne Slot always complains about the opposition, the way they're set up, because he's getting fed up with it. He's used to a team that dominates, which Feyenoord used to do, obviously, in the Dutch league. He didn't have to worry about low blocks. He didn't really have to worry about watching the opposition before he faces them either. Because that's what you got to do, right? When you're facing an opposition, you got to go and review their games. You got to look at their strengths and weaknesses, which he doesn't do. Because if you look at us, we can see the same goals. Teams study us more than we study them, because every team knows how to get at us, how to get goals against us, how to beat that, offside trap we sometimes set when we far up on the pitch. It's just a mess all round. Gravenberch is not a DM. Yet last season we got away with it because no team really expected Gravenberch to be a DM. And then you look at McAllister and him. They complemented each other somehow, which was sometimes McAllister is the DM and sometimes it's Gravenberch the DM. It depends on the game. So that's how smart we was last season. Basically, we've taken it over from what we did the previous seasons, swapping each other's positions. That's why Jurgen always used to buy players who are like army Swiss knife. They've got more layers to them than just staying in one place. Always buys captains. Why? Because when the players are on the pitch, they understand, they record things straight away, and they take it on the pitch, and all of a sudden, they're doing the instructions that's given to them. That's how Jurgen used to do. And that's why we did well last season, because we took it from the season before. We should have won the league the season before if it wasn't for referees interfering with our games. Doku incident could have been way clear at the top if we won that game. And then you look at Diaz's goal de Salad, could have been extra points onto the winning, on the way to winning the league. So you got to look at a lot of stuff. He's just taken over a team that was already progressing to win titles, but now it's so bad, you can't really get that back until we get rid of him and get a competent manager that knows what he's doing when we're in trouble. Sometimes I look at our games. Let me give you an example. The Man City game. Remember the Man City game, guys? Like the 3-0 loss with the first one, not this one, the first one. We was getting battered in the first 10 minutes, yeah. The team was just battering us. Balls were coming at us continuously, non-stop. We was making passes like here, mistakes there. Players bumping into each other, and then we caused a penalty. I was thinking to myself in that game, guys, like, at what point does the head coach realize we've got to tighten up here? Because Man City are coming at us fast. We need to stop this fast-paced, transition from Man City. We've got to do something to distract them as well. At least make a couple of fouls or something. You don't really need substitutes at that game because it's the beginning of the game. But you can maneuver players on the pitch to make it difficult for Man City to do something, what they were doing in that game. Like double up on Doku or something. You know what I mean? Make sure one of your midfielders goes out there to help out Bradley. Make sure make sure Konate doesn't get the ball a lot, because that's what they were hoping for. So Konate can make mistakes. Pep Linders, talked to, obviously to Pep Guardiola and told him, the weakest point in this team in possession is Konate, so give the ball to him. Then you got to reverse that. So make sure Gravenberch or McAllister stays in front of Konate, gets the ball, and you could transition it to, us going the other way. But we don't even do things like that, guys. Like, he's not a guy who changes things when things are going wrong. He waits to the 60, 64, 65 minutes to change things. It's too late by then. It's just like when I told you yesterday, guys. Remember when I told you yesterday, all this stuff had to be, he did it 15, 16 games later. The players have already, lost about 9 games or 10 games. I don't know, in all competitions I'm talking about. So it was too late. But if he did it in the beginning, a competent manager would have realized in those games that we was conceding like 2-2 and then we scored in the last minute. This is too familiar now. It's happening too often. We got to nip it in the bud before we start losing games. That's a competent manager. That's what he will do. But he doesn't do that. He lets it go on. We lose until the point he gets at the top 4 and he's, oh shit. You can't realize when it's oh shit, when it's too late, bro. You've already faced losses. The players are already in losing mode. So if you're trying to rectify everything right now, it's too late. You've already destroyed the confidence of the players. There's no way back for those players. They're done. And now look at us. We're losing at home. We're losing away. We're losing cups. We're holding on to the Champions League, not realizing there's great teams still in that Champions League. that can win it. And the squad is getting thinner by the week. So much so, Soboslai got sent off. And what are we doing after that? Who are we going to play in midfield now? Who are we going to play at the right back position? Man, I can't believe people were watching this and accepted it. Listen, even when things were going wrong, I'm not blind to reality. I knew things were going wrong, but I tried to keep it peaceful because it was the beginning. But at a certain point after the second international break, when he did the same thing again, that's when I said, you know what, man, what's the point of this guy? I gave him a chance. I gave him all the support that I can give. But there's a certain point in life you got to say, what's the fucking actual point when he's making the same mistakes again and again? That's it. And you got to be honest with yourself. Sometimes what we do as football fans is we listen to other idiots that don't know football and then we repeat what they say on streams, or, you're not a proper fan. Why are you against Arne Slot? Oh, you're the enemy of the football club if you're not supporting Arne Slot. What are you talking about, bro? What kind of a fan wants his football club to lose and can't stop it? What is that like? What's that mentality like? Real football fans support their club through thick and thin. I agree. But real football fans protect their football club. And I don't see a lot of protection for Liverpool Football Club. We're becoming a laughing stock and nobody even sees that. We're in a mess, man. This guy has to go. This guy has to go in order to fix things before it spreads. But you don't want that, man. It's okay. Yeah, it's fine, man. What can I do? We are laughing stock now from winning league last season. Winning the league last season. Who would have thought we would be here? Yeah, a lot of us didn't think that, bro. But unfortunately, it's too late, bro. If you ask me, in all reality, in my honest, humble opinion, watching Liverpool for over 40 years, it's too late what we're doing right now. I don't think we're going to qualify for the Champions League next season. I don't think we're going to even win the Champions League this season. I don't think we're going to do either of that. I think we're going to lose tomorrow. The way Liverpool look at the moment, the way we play and everything like that. I just watched back that City game, guys. I thought it was just that little bit I gave you yesterday in the corner when Alisson. Let me show you again, guys. Let me actually show you again. I'll come back to this. Let me show you again. I can't be, but I might, come back later on and do this. I'll do more streams, don't I, man? I have to catch up with everybody else. I don't do a lot of streams for some reason because it is what it is. Let me show you something, guys. Let me show you something. Liverpool, Man City. Appreciate everybody that's on, man. Please hit the like and subscribe. I know it's a last minute thing as always, but that's my life at the moment. But I appreciate you. Thank you, man. Really, really. Thank you for always supporting me. I will always owe the people that was being here for me. Okay, so let me show you again. If you missed yesterday's stream, this is what I showed you guys, right? I watched the game back here. Unfortunately, I watched the damn game back. That's the second goal, is it? No, that's the first goal. The penalty I'm looking for. Wait a minute. There you go. So what I'm trying to show you guys here, if you look at here, this is how we've been all season, but we haven't looked at it. We just looked at what some of the other guys, my brothers, who I do streams with, told us about the donuts and all that stuff. We do too much ball watching this season, considering what we used to before, which is, tracking back with players. Instead of always watching the ball, watch the players that's, next to you. You've got basically what Jurgen used to do is he told you that's your player, stay with him throughout the game. And unless he changes, directions, on the pitch, if he's gonna move from, the right to the left, leave him for the other player to swap with you or something like that. But now what we do under Arne Slot, guys, which shows you how dumb he is, because he does. If I can recognize it as a football fan, I am a coach, guys. I have got coaching badges in youth level and all that stuff. I've got professional players in my portfolio as well. I've coached when they were younger. And I played football, by the way. When I'm saying this, yeah, as a person that's no longer connected with football and can see it from here. I don't really normally do this. I just talk. I mean, but I thought, why not bring back these kind of things? So I used to do it before. So if you look at this, there's 3 players there: Curtis Jones, McAllister, and Kirkes. Yeah, Kirkes is the one who's the fullback that's supposed to obviously go back here. Sorry, go back here. The winger supposed to be marking this guy up. Unfortunately, Curtis Jones is the winger. Gakpo's gone off. So there's 3 players there, as you can see, and Ekitike. They're all watching the ball. That's 4 watching the ball. But nobody is spotting Nunes coming in behind, guys. If you look at here, behind Curtis Jones, nobody is looking around. Nobody is warning the other players. There's no vocal, there's no shouting in this team. No vocally, nobody is shouting. There's no one saying anything to the players that's coming in behind, going inside the box. Remember before with Jurgen, guys, everybody used to shout. We used to hear Henderson when the stadium was full. We used to hear Henderson when players were making mistakes. You know what I mean? And he was telling them off. Nobody is doing anything like that. Just look how easy this was, and watch the players. Just watch the players. I don't think anyone is. Look, 3 of them again. I'm just gonna go. Gonna go forward. Sorry. There we go. Look at the 3. Look all the players. Who's shouting and pointing towards Nunes here? Van Dijk is not doing it. Gravenberch is not doing it. Wirtz ain't doing it. Nobody is. Ekitike, who can see Ekitike can see the whole thing here. He's not doing it. Look. There you go. By the time they realize he's gone, it's too late. Look at the space. This is what we do now, guys. Even the goal Bernardo Silva scored, Haaland headed it on, but nobody read that. You know what I mean? Somebody normally should be on his toes facing the other way. So in case the ball comes back from Haaland, which was enough time to think about that, you could still run with Bernardo Silva to stop him scoring, or give him a nudge or something like that to get him off balance. Do you get what I'm saying, guys? Things like that. We don't do things like that at this football club now. I've never seen... Guys, I'm asking you a question. When Robertson, Matip, Van Dijk, and Trent was in defense, did you ever see spaces like this? Did you ever see players free in the box like this? Did Jurgen allow for things like this to happen? So think about it this way. When players used to bypass our defense, there's always a midfielder that used to come back, like Wijnaldum or Fabinho or Henderson, that used to cover them. Now, we no longer do that. I promise you, if you go and watch the games, we do too much ball watching now. We no longer do what the basics were. Mark your own player, make sure you follow him around the pitch and make it frustrating for him. That's what we used to do. We no longer do that anymore. This is how easy it is. Everybody's blaming Alisson, but never looked at what happened, the sequence before that. Look how free he is. Free like a bird. Look, there you go. Look how easy it is. Easy. Nobody watching. By the time they realized, look, still not watching when he's still going behind them. Only when the pass was made, they realized, oh shit, something's going to happen. And look, they're not even sprinting, guys. They're just jogging back. Look. Even at a moment, if you realize that player is already gone, you could have put extra pressure on him. Because, like if you play football, guys, I don't know if many of you guys play football. You have that sense. There's an eye in your eyes, like there's someone right behind you. He might be quite far, but he's right behind you. It will put pressure on you to make mistakes, if you know what I mean. Make the wrong decisions. That's what I'm trying to say. We don't even do that anymore. Look at even the first goal, the Bernardo Silva goal. It's the same thing. It's the same sequence every single time. I kept on looking at it and thinking to myself, guys, like we do too much ball watching. We don't really look at things. We don't look at the spaces these guys have on the pitch, the opposition. Look how many players are here. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, we're all over the place here. We should be defending. Why are we here all of a sudden? It's crazy, man. We give up, like we put too many players too far away from our goal, but we don't have enough protection at the back as well. Look at even when we create chances, guys, the runs we make, the passes that we make. That pass should have been to Wirtz here on the run. space to run into, and then he'll probably either score or pass it to someone the far post. But he chose to pass to Salah, and it was a bad pass as well. And then Salah gives it back to him. Look at that. Should have scored that. Ekitike messed the whole thing up there. You got to take your chances too, man. You got to take your chances too. But as I said to you guys, like this is what we do now. We ball watch too much. Players run behind us and nobody. This is the Man City game. You should be fully prepared for games like this. These games are the ones that make the whole world is watching. These are the games you should be up for. And our players are like this, man. Now, this goal said to be yesterday, this Petty. Yeah, we're in trouble, man. We are in trouble. Let me just put it that way. I've got no doubt about it either. Yeah, big up, guys. Please hit the likes and subscribe and all that good stuff. Appreciate that. Let's get back to this ball fraud. Before that, let me, of course, read your comments. Amrish, what you saying? Fozi, I told you before that the same players have checked out because of the World Cup. They don't want to get injured. Salah, Virgil, McAllister, Gravenberch, Cody have more important things than Liverpool. I don't know about that though, bro. But this is where the club could reverse that if they did the right thing with the transfers. Put every player on their toes. If you think you're gonna drop because of the World Cup, someone else is there to take your place in the team, and then they're gonna, I'm sure they won't play like they're playing right now if their position was under threat. It's our fault. You gotta blame the club for that too, my guy. You gotta blame the club for that. Don't call as always. Only Sobos, Kersberts, Ketike are playing well. I agree, Amrish. I agree, bro. The game is tomorrow, yeah? It's tomorrow. Well, it's gonna be bad. It's okay, touchline. We will lose 3-1 tomorrow. It will be the same game as we had versus Brentford. They will play us off the park. Slot said we will change tomorrow. Let's see. Bullshit. He's a bullshit, man. Don't believe him. Fozi, I hear the pain in your voice. I'm done, bro. Like, I can't be asked, I was doing a lot of swearing, which is unlike me. I don't really swear a lot. But unless I'm really angry. Yeah, it's not in my DNA to swear a lot, but I'm just sick of it, bro. I'm just tired of watching the same shit every single time. Big up Hugo Ekitike, man. Big up ESPIO95. Big up, my guy. Big up, welcome as well. Let me just see if there's anyone else in the house. Yes, LFC, of course. LFC in the house, my guy. And of course, Lee Wiskid. Haven't seen you for a bit. I hope you and family are good, my brother. So let's see what you're saying, this ball fraud.
Also played in that position this year, so we've had 6 different fullbacks, right fullbacks this season.
And this at a time when we've already spoken about the small margin for error that you have in chasing down the Champions League qualification spot now. Just wonder, how are you feeling about how perfect results need to be between now and the end of the season to achieve a top 4, top 5 finish?
Yeah. Close to perfection because of the points we are behind. We also know that it's different when you are 4 points behind the team that's 18th or 19th in the league, because they usually don't pick up as many points as the number 3, 4, or 5 picks up. So to close the gap of 4, 5 points towards the number 3, 4, 5, that means you have to win a lot. And that's not what we've done this season a lot. So that's why that has to be better, and we have to come close to perfection. And margins are indeed very small because
that table,
7 minutes before the end, we thought we were 5 points behind City, and 5 minutes later we were 11 points behind.
And now you go to Sunderland, the only team unbeaten at home in the Premier League so far this season.
Right.
What does that say about how tough it is to bounce straight back after Sunday? Particularly when I'd imagine that maybe confidence has taken a bit more of a hit, given you can see late goals that ultimately takes the game away from you.
Yeah, but I have to give a lot of credit to my players because we've had so many setbacks or hits, the way you said it. So many times we didn't get what we deserved, but every 3 days later they showed up again and brought in a good performance, which not always led to a win. But I've said many times over here that I think there were only 3 halves this season where the other team was far better than us. That was Crystal Palace, that was Man City, and maybe Arsenal away first half, although that was parts of the first half. For the rest, it was close to equal, or we were the far better team. So that is credit to the players because they've had many setbacks this season. But it's not only that they have a good record at home. I think they have a very good season, Sunderland. But the record at home, I was aware of that as well, and already played against City and Arsenal at home. So that tells you how good.
He's off his head, isn't he, guys? Like he's telling you what games that we was bad at and so good at and all this stuff. I don't know, man. I'm even confused what he's saying. He's off his head, mate. He gives you a handful of bad games, not looking at the whole season. Like what are you, bro? Like what are you talking about, mate? Have you seen the season? Like how bad it's been, like throughout? Why are you only giving me a handful of games? Oh my goodness gracious me, man. I'll give up. Honestly, I'll give up with this guy. He is clueless, man. He's only giving he's giving you a handful of bad games this season. Just one hand. Mate, what are you talking about? The whole season has been shit. Yeah, it's making me tired, man. It's really making me tired. It's really making me tired, guys, like the way he's speaking. It's annoying. It's really annoying. Giving you a handful.
Was definitely one of them. Villa is impressive. Brentford is very impressive. But Sunderland is also impressive. And maybe I forget a few as well. So, but it's definitely an accomplishment or very good that if you are promoted and you come in the Premier League and you do so well, that is a big compliment to their players and to their manager.
Their nickname is the Black Cats up at Sunderland, obviously synonymous with luck and everything. Have you had bad luck this season when any luck has come your way rather than good luck? Is that something that maybe Liverpool have missed this season?
Yeah, that is always the question. It feels like that, that's for sure. I said even if we sign a player and he's not even playing for us, he gets injured. So yeah, sometimes it feels like that. But the moment you start to feel it's all bad luck, probably it comes to you as well. So we should keep it away as much as possible and just focus on the performance and focus what we can do to improve it. But the amount of times that we conceded late goals in extra time is far more than usual. Yeah, the question is, it bad luck or are we to blame? I think I've tried many different things. So I've made defensive substitutions and the ball went in, and I kept playing the same players and the ball went in. So we've tried a lot. And sometimes it feels, I can fairly say that we haven't been lucky. That is definitely true. Is it then unlucky or is this part of who we are? Yeah, that is something we can only find out in the upcoming 3 to 4 months.
Hi, Arne. You've said that you had 6 different right backs at different points. What impact do you think that's had then on your form this season to have changed that so often?
Yeah, but then you only focus on the right fullback position. I think I've had to change in many positions as a result of, because if Dominic plays as right back, he can't play in the midfield. So you have to change the midfield. And that has gone throughout the whole team quite a lot. Difficult to measure. We were talking about bad luck. I've spoken about set pieces. We're talking about injuries.
You see, just excuse after excuse after excuse. Oh my God, I give up. I really give up. Everyone has been sacked except Arne Slot. That's mad. Slot officially worse than Hodgson. Yeah, I've seen the stats to that, my guy. I've seen the stats. Big up my brother, Cop Father, man. Big up Fozi. There's no motivation now. Was it leadership on the pitch, locker room, or top? We are inmates running obviously the asylum. Yeah, you're right, bro. It's madness, like what we see. You know what I miss, Cop Father, you just brought up there is the togetherness of the football team. You know, when Jurgen, Milner, Henderson, and all these guys were around the football club, complacency never sets in it when they were there. Like, you had Henderson on the pitch leading the team, you had Milner off the pitch leading the team, and there was never, players who drop form when they're on the pitch because both sides was taken care of. And you had the other coaches, they had a psychologist in the team as well, Because if players are facing some issues, they used to go to him, and he used to help them out with things that they needed help with. So they don't lose focus of the season that's that's present. Now we've got Virgil. Is he a captain like Henderson? No, he's not vocal. He's not really. He's a leader of some sort, but he's not that type of Henderson type. If things go wrong, Henderson will call everyone to his house, and then they're going to discuss how to resolve that issue. Milner is always going to be off the pitch, putting an arm around the player, telling him like everything's okay, and things will turn around if things are going wrong. That's what we don't have anymore, mate. And you're right. Like the way it looks is like the players are running the asylum. Sometimes in life, my friend, is when you have too many old players still at the football club, the ego sets in, and when the ego sets in, ego takes over, and this is pretty much what happens to football clubs. You look at Man United after Ferguson, the players started running the asylum. And what happened to Man United since? Haven't won the league since. And that's the way we're heading at the moment. When Salah did that thing, that should have been a motivation for the football club to, push on and probably not play him. But he's been playing ever since. Doesn't get taken off. Doesn't do anything on the pitch. Rest in peace to his grandfather, of course. I'm not here to, talk about just that. I'm talking about the way we're behaving as a football club. It's not the Liverpool way anymore. It's not what we worked on in the last 10 years under Jurgen. 9, 10 years, 8 years, whatever you want to say. We built the club from scratch to a competitive club. Now we're heading towards the other direction, and we're not stopping it, bro. It's like falling off a building. You're just waiting to hit the floor. We're just waiting for that moment at the moment. And then at the end of the season, it's going to come when we're not qualified for the Champions League. How can a team that's won the Premier League not going to qualify for the Champions League? It don't make any sense. It don't make any sense, that. Because if you're together, you fight through things like this and get yourself out of the problems. But we haven't done that all season. We started off great. People were telling me champions always do this when they go down, or they get pegged back. If it's like 2-2 and they win in the last minute, that's what champions do. That's what people were telling me. And I said, this ain't Man United days, man. This ain't the league where Man United had everyone in their pocket, the FA, the Premier League, the Sky Sports, whatever you think, Tom, Dick and Harry. It doesn't matter. Man United had everyone in their pocket. So they could have got away with things like that. This ain't that type of champions. This ain't that type of league anymore. We have to fight by any means necessary to stay at the top. And we chose not to. And then you got Virgil saying in the interview with Gary Neville the other day, Premier League is hard to retain, but you've won it before. So you should know how hard it is. You should have smartened up because you faced this before when you had that ACL. Teams will come at you. Teams will be physical towards you. It's how you overcome it that counts at the end of the day. So what you do, as I always say, when you win something, even when you end the season, if you don't win anything, you review the past season. What did we do wrong? What can we get right? How can we fix things? What are our rivals going to do to get better as well? And how we could counter that. That's what you do as a football club. But we don't do that. It doesn't, to me, when I'm watching us, everything, signings, tactics, the way we talk after matches, before the matches, like this press conference, doesn't add up. The maths does not add up. It's weird. It's scary, man. It's really, really scary what I'm watching. And I don't think we're going to get out of this anytime soon, guys. I swear, I promise you, it's going to be tough. I know there's positive fans out there that always give you optimism and all that stuff. But even they don't believe it. They're only doing that just to keep everyone calm. That's what it is. They don't believe what they're seeing is going to be resolved. I'm sorry. Like, you've got to be real. I'm only saying these things because I've seen it before. I've been in this movie. I was there. I went through depression. because of, like, as a kid watching my football club from a winning team to a team that's just mediocre. Roy Evans, who should never got the job, gets the job after Graham Souness. Mr. Nice Guy. That's what I was watching, man. And hoping every season, living on hope. And then 30 years later, we still haven't won anything. And then Jurgen does that impossible like a few times with the Champions League and the Premier League. Because he made sure, because he probably reviewed it. Think about Jurgen as well, guys. Like, the way he used to talk is like he looked at the past and how we could overcome the past to make it into our own legacy. That's what he said. Remember, guys, like a lot of times he was telling the fan base those things, because he had to go back to fix what's present, and he did. So much so, it tired him out, and he had to leave. I mean, because he didn't know what to do. 1 point we're losing to Man City. 1 point we're losing to Man City. We're always coming down from the Premier League and going back up again. Why can't we get that title? He was thinking. Why is it so difficult to be Premier League winners? He had to go back to the future, like Marty McFly, and then see what the issues are to solve the issues that's present. And then he came up with a lot of statements, a lot of sayings like, get that backpack off with bricks, let's make our own legacy. I still remember him saying that. I still remember that, man. He said, like, we're living too much in the past at this football club. We've got to move forward with the present. And he did. He did, man. He did it in such a way you can make a movie out of it, if you know what I mean. I think when we won the Champions League, he says he started swearing on ESPN or something like that, and Kerr, or whatever his name is, the ex Chicago Bulls basketball player, used his the same thing he said on his basketball team. The saying that Jurgen said, I know it's after 10, but I can swear, or something like that. He said, and started swearing, effing and blinding or something. And everybody was using that, man, because this man did everything. He did everything. He found a way. That's what I love about Jurgen. He found a way to overcome, as people call it, jinx, and this issue that we've had for so many years. And he overcame it, man. He overcame it and made it memorable. You know what I mean? It's not just the Premier League wins, the Barcelona game, the Everton game when Origi scored and he thought it was a goal down or something. He picked up the ball, running back to the centre circle, and they told him, no, you scored the winning goal. You know what I mean? Mane last minute goal in the first season when Mane was there at Everton away, when Sturridge took the shot, hit the post, and Mane went in and slotted it in. No pun intended. Memorable times, man. Champions League final against Tottenham. You know what I mean? And beating them by 2 goals. Lifting that Champions League because of the horrific time we had the previous season when Karius had that madness. Memorable, man. Memorable occasions with Jurgen. But he had to go back, go back to the future to fix what's the present and the future. And I will never forget him for that, man. It's sad. It's sad. Like, if you look at it, guys, like, it was beautiful, man. It's really, really beautiful. If you just sit there and go back and look at it, fucking beautiful, man. That Barcelona game at home. I knew we was going to come back. I said it. I said we will win this game. Even though it was 3-0 down. What convinced me is the effort and commitment that we did at the new camp. Every player tried their best against the likes of Messi, Suarez, Coutinho, Busquets, whatever that was playing in that team. We tried away at the new camp. Should have won that game in some sorts. But, when you got the Messis of this world and Suarez of this world who scores goals freely, it was impossible. And then we said, all of us said it. Mate, let me see if I still got that. You don't believe me, guys? Look at the date and time on this. I know my football club, man. Let me go on my Facebook and I'll show you when I said this. I don't go back on my Facebook because I see my brother on there, you know, who passed away. But I'll try my best. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I said it straight after that game, guys. I said, we will win the next game. We're going to 5-0. I said something around the 5-0. I didn't say like 4-0, but 5-0. I said, because I believed something's going to happen. I really believed that. Let me see if I could find this damn thing, man. I didn't even know I wrote a lot on bloody Facebook. I don't hardly go in there anymore. Yeah, I don't hardly go on there, sorry, anymore. Let me see if I could find that. Yeah, man. This is what I'm saying, guys. It was like a story that was like a movie. They could make a movie out of that and it would be beautiful, man. I'll go to the cinema to watch that. Let me just put it that way. I'll definitely go to the cinema to watch that. Steve Kerr, that's it. Steve Kerr said the same thing afterwards. I was taking the piss out of Arsenal. Where is that game, man? Where is that game? Come on. I'm going through the comments in it just to find that. I've got too many Premier League stuffs on here, man. Whew. Who would have thought? Yeah, it's all Jurgen stuff. I don't have anything else on there. Celebrating. What was this? Champions again. Ole. Oh man, sorry guys. I know like I'm reminiscing, but I'll show you guys. Like I said it in that time that we will win this game, but I can't fucking find it because there's too many stuff I put up there, man. Damn it! Please let me just get that comment. Where is it? The 5-0, man. I had it on there somewhere. Oh no. Yeah, appreciate everybody that's on, man. Because I have to go on my mate Dean's channel, Fam Zone TV. Please go and subscribe to him and follow us on there. It's going to be very interesting takes on there. It's quite good. Last time we had a good show, very good show on there. Funny show, man. Ish and him was there. Yeah, Ish and him. What? Yeah, man. Damn it! I should have it here. All kinds VAR. Wolves. I can't find it, guys. It's so much here. I can't even find the damn thing. It's gone. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if you look at those games, that's how we did. That's what we did. That's what we did, man. Jurgen just made everyone believe, and I will never forget that, man. It was so beautiful, so fucking beautiful, man. I want to go back to that. I can't do this saving a man's job for what exactly? Yeah, link, guys. The link is on here. Please go to that. I'm heading down that direction right now. Please go to that. Please go to that. There you go. That's Dean's channel, people. Appreciate everybody that's on. It was always going to be a short one today. I mean, sorry about that. Big up Beans and Toast. Big up Rodrigo. Yeah, it was going to be a short one, guys. Sorry about the comments and all that stuff. Alexandra as well. Freedom. Yeah. Just remember, guys, like, just remember what we did with Jurgen, man, is memorable. And we don't want to lose that memories because of a maniac manager that we have right now. We can't have that, guys. We can't let that go. We could still solve it. We could still fix it. I don't want that disease to spread, man. I can't have that disease spreading, man. Because once it spreads, it's finished, man. We're finished. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you at Dean's channel, man. The link is right there, guys. Just go over, man. Just go over and support the brothers, man. We're all Liverpool fans at the end of the day. And they're good people, by the way. They are excellent people. Excellent people, man. Support your own, as they say. Support your own. Take care, everybody.